This generator hasn't been started in over 10 years. But in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can fix it yourself. Now let me show you how it's done. Before we start diving into anything, let's go over the instructions. We gotta check to see, do we have any oil? Yes, we have plenty of oil. Does it have any fuel? Oh, there's a lot of nasty rust in here. Let's get this filter out of here. That fuel could be bad. If that fuel is 10 years old, that is most definitely our biggest problem. So this is the air cover. We're gonna take a look at that. Ooh, look at that. We're gonna go ahead and remove this handle. 12 millimeter this side, 13 on the other. Keep everything together. Grab a 10 millimeter and remove these two nuts. The other one's in the back right here. And now the whole thing will move off to the side. Pinch this piece, and that pops off. We're gonna pinch this and move it back. Wiggle it until it pops out. Now open the fuel line. Ooh, we ain't got no fuel passing through. Perhaps this is no good. Just close it, get this off. There we go. Now let's see if there's anything coming out. Oh my goodness, there's nothing coming out of there. So we're gonna take this off, put a hose on it, use some PB Blaster and loosen this up. Yeah, check it out. There's usually like a super long filter that's on there. Gotta order another one. I found this old dishwasher hose. I think that's gonna do the job. Oh, that's perfect. Couple zip ties to keep this in place. Oh yeah. Hey, look, we're coming out now. Oh. Whoa, look at that. Looking inside the tank, you can see all the crud and junk that was in there. Wow. I'm gonna leave it in the off position, and then we're gonna put the cleaning product in there. Now we're gonna add some seafoam, and then we're gonna fill it with gas. We're about a quarter of a can. Scratch away all that junk. We'll just swish it around, and it's been a few days since we let it sit. Now let's shake it up and get rid of the fuel. Put our rubber hose back on. Still a nasty black color. Now we're gonna flush out all of that remaining garbage into this bucket. Look at all that debris that came off the bottom of the tank, and it's already looking so much better. We got the new shutoff valve and the filter. Gotta be really careful with this filter because it's fragile. You don't want to like poke it. Take it, put it on top, press down. Flathead screwdriver will do this just nicely. I'm using a little pick tool. That in. And it's comfortably snug. That's perfect. Because the gas flows into this carburetor, I'm almost certain this thing is going to be full of crud. So 14 millimeters. Oh yeah, I can already see it. I'm gonna pull it off, get it all the way inside the hole, let it rip. That's a good sign. I like that. If fuel is overflowing out of the carburetor, that little needle right there is stuck, and that's what's causing it. We're gonna clean this out. Oh yeah, look at that. Now it's flowing good. We're also gonna clean this and see if we can salvage it. Now we'll put it all back together. Okay, see these little tiny holes? We got gas that flows through there. Oh yeah. You know what works really well for these are guitar strings, because guitar strings, oh wow, that was like a rock. Yeah, so now that's poking through. Yeah, I could definitely feel it in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's what we want. See how it's coming out at the bottom now? Do that to all the holes. Beautiful. Okay, now we put the cover back on. See how it aligns right there? That's what we want. The holes are nice and clear. Let's go ahead and put the screw back in. 14 millimeter. And let's just say you get the screw tightened down all the way, as comfortably snug as you can be, but it's still moving like this. There's actually another screw in there that's a flathead. You may need to put some PB Blaster in there in order to break this loose. Screw it down all the way. Put this back on. Tighten it down. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the spark plug out. I'm curious why it's got all this tape on it. Oh, looks like we gotta get another one of these. Okay, so we gotta replace this cable. In order to do that, we gotta take this cover off. 8 millimeter. There we go. And there's our ignition coil. Brand new ignition coil and a brand new spark plug. Link in the description down below. These are 8 millimeter. It simply slides off like that. Your igniter has a little cable. You want to follow that all the way around to here, and they simply separate from each other by pulling them. And you just pull the whole thing out. We take our beautiful brand new ignition coil. Your kit comes with this very thin little gap tool. The purpose of it is to put it in between, press up against it, tighten it down. See how there's some resistance there? That's the gap that needs to be there. That gap tool inside there, tighten it down. This gap is really important because if it's pressing right up against the coil, it's not gonna spin, it's not gonna do its job. So we're gonna rotate this a couple times to make sure that the gap is still good. Now let's get that old spark plug out. This is a 13/16. There's a dirty spark plug. Got our brand new spark plug. That gap looks okay. Comfortably snug. The new ignition coil, connector just snaps right in. You may need to rotate it a little bit as you're pushing it in. Put our cover back on. So the last 8 millimeter is actually the ground connection. You want to slip it in between this cover and the aluminum. All right, that ground is nice and solid. This piece of the carburetor is going to slide in like that. The tip of the fuel line is going to be facing this way. Slide the other part of the carburetor on top. Let's remove the old fuel filter. Oof. New one on is going to go exactly the same way. Got that side on, let's get the other side. And just in case if you're not sure, there's an arrow pointing for the flow of fuel. So it's going to go in just like this. So there's a step I missed. You gotta take this off and then connect this part. Simply turn, slides in. I need to reconnect this spring. And we gently put it back in. So before we go and put this cover back on, you'll notice this is super dirty. You're gonna spray some carburetor cleaner and clean that out. The cover slides right over the carburetor. The two nuts hold it in place. 10 millimeter. I'm gonna push the valve cover hose through this little hole. The other fuel hose is gonna connect right inside here. This piece fits right there. Brand new air filter. The two little feet match the two holes right here. And screw this back in place. We got one more bolt that holds the other side of this in. 10 millimeter. Time to open this up. We did put that fuel filter back in place. Let's turn the fuel to the on position. We'll set this to choke. Switch it to the on position. All right, moment I've been waiting for. Let's see if it starts. Everything you need to get this job done, there's going to be a link in the description down below. If I saved you a ton of money, drop a super thanks. Like and subscribe, and always remember that Jesus Christ loves you, and only He can solve your biggest problem.